I would like to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about inspiration and disappointment. Years ago, I was a professor in a certain department, and I had a lot of students under me. It was a civil engineering department. And this fella came in and he asked me to do something for him. I was sitting behind my desk, and he said to me, he looked at all my books while I was writing something for him. He said, "You must be a satisfied man." So I said, why do you say that? He said, "Because I see all these books here. You read all these books?" I said, "Yes, I've read them. In the line of my duty, in the line of my profession, I have read them. But I am far from satisfied. And I'll tell you why." He said, "I want to hear your story." I didn't want to tell him the story, but I was forced to. Some people just get it out of you. I said, years ago, while as a professor, our first Prime Minister came to me and he said, "I want you to do a blueprint for the bridges and the roadways that we have here in this country. And when you have finished this blueprint, I want you and your family to go on a holiday. Go on a holiday." I was overjoyed to be asked by our Prime Minister to do a blueprint for our beloved country. It took me a long spell. And after 3 months of journeying through the land, checking out the bridges, the roads, I completed my work. I carried it to our Prime Minister. And he said, "You go on a holiday with your family." And during that entire holiday, my family and I, we were really happy, looking forward to coming home to see, the progress that will take place. Finally, I got back to our country here, Trinidad, and I rushed off to the government printery. And I said, I did something, and right now it should be in booklet form. And they said, no, they never received anything like that. Anyway, I went to the Prime Minister and I said, "Sir, what about that blueprint that I did for you?" And he casually and perhaps sarcastically said, "Oh, I dumped it. It's in the waste paper basket." And that, my friend, is what I told our visitor. I'm not a happy man. And I feel very demoralized for our young people in university who believe that they can make a difference. It sounds kind of negative, but I was the victim. I was the victim of this disappointment, this great disappointment. I didn't leave my job, but I was disappointed. I want to say, whatever you have to do it to your best ability, but don't expect great favors in life. I gotta sit down now.